Hello, it is Saturday, September 9th, 2023. My voice seems to be cutting out, but that's okay. So today I'm going to do a short reading for our Adventures in Reading. It's from the Viscount's Vendetta. It's book 4 out of 6 so far. There is another one underway right now. I don't even have the title down yet, but I will share as soon as I have that. Originally, this series was supposed to be 3 books plus the novella from the second book, so I guess 4. But then, of course, your brain explodes with a bunch more ideas, and you just can't stop. So that's where the Duke's Detour came in, and then Captivated by His Countess. And then I'll have the other one hopefully out in the spring, in time for the Reader's Take Denver event that Lisa Renee Jones puts in. She's the founder. It will be April 18th through the 21st. And you can find more information at readersTakeDenver.com, and I'll put a link down below. So in any event, I have my trusty bottle of wine for my mistakes, for my fake drinking, and then there's no iced tea today. So anyway, so the Viscount's Vendetta, this is basically the beginning of the story. And here's the description. Going mad shouldn't feel so right. After the death of her husband, Lady Maeve Almer is left with a solid estate and vast holdings, yet her mother still insists on treating her as if she's a virginal debutante on the marriage mart. When her friend's brilliantly artistic brother reappears after missing for 2 years, Maeve is presented with a marriage of convenience, an opportunity to save herself from her pushy matriarch. As the young Viscount Harlow slowly gathers his strength, Maeve works with him to uncover the secrets of his past. The more time they spend together, the more the attraction between them grows. Just as they are about to give in to their feelings, the Viscount's memories come rushing back, and with them a dark vendetta that places his new wife, in great peril. He's just trying to remember if he's on the right side or the wrong side of history. So let's get started. Well, here is a quick quote from Cheryl Bolen. Edgy, fast-paced, sexy is Kathy Wheeler's latest rebel Lord of London. Cheryl is a USA Today and New York Times best-selling author, and that was very generous of her to say about my book. So here we are. Brandon Radcliffe, Viscount Harlow's head pounded from the inside out with the power of a medieval torture device. There was an incredible sick need for something, but for the life of him he couldn't place what it was he craved. Through a squint, he tried to assess his surroundings. He recognized nothing. The large bed, the canopy overhead, the surrounding bed curtains. What he did recognize was the fact that there was no air. Open the window. His voice was a raspy gravel from lack of use. It took too much effort to keep his eyes open. That is quite impossible, sir. It's much too draughty for the infirm. The infirm? Was she speaking of him? Who was this paragon of health? Her voice was staid and matter-of-fact. There was nothing infectious or flirtatious or remotely inviting about it. Neither could he place it. Who are you? He groused. Mrs. Bark. How apropos. Brandon would have laughed if his body didn't feel as if he were already in the grave, awaiting the shovel of dirt to hit him in the face. His limbs, his muscles, his bones were just too heavy to move. I need air, Mrs. Bark. Now, he growled. I'm your nurse, sir, and I must insist the window remain closed, lest you catch a chill. He wanted to ask where he was, but the effort was too great. He only knew he needed air, or he would die. He vaguely remembered being hauled up a flight of stairs and gruel being spooned to him as if he were a child. There were nightmares, screams that shot out of a stark, bleak darkness. The soothing touch of a cool hand on his brow, though not much more came to mind. He had no idea the day or the time of year. So that is book 4 of my Rebel Lords of London series, just an excerpt. I should have picked a more exciting one, but it gives you an idea of what's going on, hopefully. This is this week's reading of Adventures of Reading an Excerpt. I didn't even have to have any fake wine. This was my second take, which is why I got a little bit better on it. Hopefully it'll be better after that too. So look for a link of the Reader's Take Denver event down below. I'll also have something in my newsletter. You can sign up for that if you want from my website at kathylwheeler.com. Also a link down below or somewhere. I'm everywhere. Thank you and happy reading.